Hey guys, it is Andrea, and today I'm coming at you with another plan with me. I am going to talk through this one again. I have not uploaded the other one, so I don't know what your feedback is on it. I just ate an M&M. Well, like a fake M&M. They're called Little Secret Star Chocolate. They're so good if you've never had them. I should probably put them on my Amazon list because I feel like they're one of my favorite things ever. But anyways, I'm using Winter Moon this week, and I only have 2 more spreads in my Erin Condren, which is just so wild to me. I am using gold foil with this. This was the week of Nick's birthday, but I am going to go ahead and just put down the base of my spread real quick with music, just like my last plan with me, and then I will go ahead and talk through the week. I'm back with talking. So fun. For you or for me, I don't know. Alright, let's get in there. Alright. Cuticles aren't any better than the last one because it's still the same day. So let's go ahead and hit this spread up. I have all my stickers pulled. Margaret was just making fun of me because I pulled out this, but she's weird anyways, so. Over on my sidebar, I would like to put in that I was 21 weeks pregnant. This was last week, so not that long ago. So I have this sticker that was an old one from whenever I was pregnant with Bennett, and 21 week sticker, which are currently available in my shop as a thing. I don't remember which sticker I wanted to use for Nick's birthday. I think I wanted to use this one on the sidebar, this little gamer dude from Marg, Once More with Love. And then I wanted to use the happy birthday little script from our happy birthday sheet that's in the shop as well. And then let's go ahead into the week. So I have a lot of things actually to put in Monday. So I'm gonna start from the bottom. I still don't have your feedback yet because I just asked you 5 minutes ago as far as what you guys prefer, but I'm assuming for the most part you prefer me just to talk and then you can just figure out what part of the day did it. So I watched, is this right? Yes. Yes, 90 Day Fiancé. Prior to watching 90 Day Fiancé, I wanted to put in that I watched Lady and the Tramp. I think I'm going to put that in a quarter box. I was like, I just texted Mark and I was like, I cannot find the damn freebie with the Lady and the Tramp sticker in it, and I was so mad because I feel like I have it. I just like don't know where it is. So very irritating that I have misplaced it already, or I might have just saw it and assumed I have it and don't actually have it yet. But either way, Mark should plan ahead so that I can have these things when it's time and have multiple of them. So I'm blaming this one on Mark. Then I want to put in that I went to work and filmed, but I also want to put in that I took a bath. I think I have more than enough room to mark those, so I'm just going to go ahead and plop her in. And then I'm going to grab I'm going to grab, I think, a piece of washi. Let's do the pink one, because that's kind of like what we're missing in this little thing. I feel like I'm going to actually use a little thing. I feel like there's just like a fine line of like how much like bougie I want showing. Like I want bougie to show, but I don't want it to show too much, if that makes any sense at all. So for bath, I did bring out, where did she go? Did I not even grab, oh, I grabbed one bath. Okay. I see what I'm doing. All right, so let's go ahead and trim this. Just trim these so they look a little bit better on the label. Though, realistically, not probably my finest choice with using a script, but it's okay. And then above that, I wanted to put in that I filmed, so I did pull out this little camera. And then also a little film script in my shop. I love it when there's lots of scripts. And then above that, I wanted to put in that I waited for the USPS all day for, I think more of my clouds were arriving. So I'm going to put that in. And then also, we did declutter downstairs, so for that I'm going to use a pink label. We still have the upstairs to do at this point, but I'm hoping we can get that done tomorrow. And then I wanted to put in that I cuddled Nick, so I think I'm going to use a pattern label, probably the blue one. And then above that, I had Whataburger for breakfast. So I think for that, I am going to use this. So I guess it's a take it or leave it. I feel like the biggest thing in my like regular plan with me's was that like I talked not in line, but at least I'm talking in line. It's just nothing's like in chronological order. So for Whataburger in bed, I did grab this super cute little paper and milk burger sticker. I really need to like oil up my cuticles or something. I'm gonna stick that in there. Then for cuddling Nick, I did pull out this super cute little Once More with Love, like cuddling on the couch sticker. They are available in like full sheets of different colors, which are super cute. And then for decluttering, I did grab this super cute, everything's super cute, little paper and milk Moro. I think that's what they're called. Probably pronouncing it wrong because it's just me. And then for waiting around for the USPS, I pulled out this munchkin because I feel like it kind of represents my life. Then on Tuesday, I spent the morning, I was doing something else. I don't remember what I was doing, but I was also trying to get my Crocs, which I have them. They are amazing. And for that, I'm probably going to use one of these little dudes right here. But Post Malone did his second Crocs collab, and I didn't get the first one, so I wanted to get the second one. So I got them. It took me like a really long time waiting in the little queue thing, but I got them. And then I wanted to put in later on that we went to the Barton Creek Mall. I was gonna go by myself, but like I didn't have gas and it was raining, so I needed assistance with that. So I was like, oh yeah, Nick, you can come, like it's fine, I'll like allow it. And then before that, I wanted to put in, am I not doing this right? No, I am doing this right. Interesting. Okay, and then before that, I wanted to put in that it was a rainy day. So I think I'm going to use another one of the patterned, no, use a regular fancy label actually. Let's use the gray. Okay, so for being a rainy day, I have Amaro. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Raincoat dude, and then I could zoom you in more, but it's just not a pretty sight of my cuticles. Then let me know, zoomed in like this or farther out, let me know. Then for going to the mall, I did pull out this Sadie Stickers, just really general shopping bag. And then later on, like we just hung out and we went to Alame, which is a like nicer, I guess, Southern style kind of restaurant. So for that, I just pulled out a half box, and then I'm gonna just stick this massive toffee bananas sticker. It's cute, it works. Then we're gonna go up to the top again. Up here, I wanted to put in, well, I'm putting new releases, which I used for the last week that I did, a little flag. So for that, I think, I also love new releases on Wednesday. I don't know about y'all, but it's like my jam. Let's use a green flag. I really like this green color. I feel like you could probably guess which colors are my, I don't know. I guess I kind of used all the colors like pretty evenly so far. For new releases, I last week used like a little icon, but I was like, oh, I have little new release scripts, and I feel like that would actually, yeah, it does look super cute like that. So I have new releases, and then I wanted to put in that I worked both on filming and then I worked on rack bags. I've made like 1,000 bazillion rack bags, like obviously way more than 1,000, probably like a bunch of thousands of rack bags. So rack bags and then film. So for film, I'm just gonna use a little pattern piece here. So I'm gonna use the pink one, I think, for filming. And then for rack bags, I'm gonna use, I think, an appointment label. I'm okay with the flags being next to each other if I flip it. I feel like I could have flipped it before, but because I had the icon here, it would be weird in my brain to do it that way. So for filming, I did pull out another little camera sticker. And then I do have a film script for that, which are in the shop. The camera is from Paper and Milk. For racks, I did pull out a little Emily Munchkin, which is from our custom Munchkin bundle in the shop. And I'll just write that in. And then, like I said, I had new releases. And then down below, I did have that I hung out with the boys. So I just want to put in, I think I'm actually going to do a squared off box for that. Can't use the pink because the pink's there. There's green here, not that much. There's blue, but then I'll use gray actually. It would either be gray or green, and I kind of like that look. So for hanging out with the boys, I just grabbed this super cute little fam sticker. I'm actually going to wait. And then I wanted to put in this kind of like annoyed looking thing. I'm going to grab a fancy label, I think, for that, because I was a little annoyed this day. So I'm using a Munchkin like this. Okay. Then if we flip her over to Thursday, it was Nick's birthday. It was his 28th birthday, which is crazy. I've been with Nick since he was 15, just like kind of newly 15. I was 14. So it's been a lot of birthdays. So for that, I'm going to put in this sticker. This was actually, Fox and Pip made this for me. She like sent me the file for it, so I thought that was really cute. So I wanted to use that. And then I also wanted to put in that we went to Snooze. So for that, I'm going to use a little thing. Snooze is probably Nick's favorite like breakfast place. It's also Bree's favorite restaurant. I found that out at the baby shower. So I'm going to use a fancy label then for going to see Knives Out, which was good. I thought it like kind of dragged a little at the end, but I wasn't like mad about it. Like, that's when I started like actually picking my fingers again. I think I was starting to get like a little bit bored, but it was still like overall a good concept. By the end I knew like what was like going on though, so that's crooked. But I would definitely watch it. Like it's a good watch. So for Knives Out, I got this little like magnifying glass. It was from like the game night sticker in a paper and milk sheet. I just like cut out the words game night. I thought I had like a Once More with Love like, or actually it might be on, actually I don't know, I thought there was a different one somewhere, but you know. And then I have a little egg for Snooze. Nick always gets like pancakes, and I always get like the same thing at every breakfast place, which is like the 2 eggs with toast and like hash browns or whatever potato they have. I really like potatoes. Then I wanted to put in, I'm actually gonna start at the bottom just so I can see like what kind of like look I have. So I wanted to put in that we took pictures with Santa, which wasn't like that successful. TBH. We went to the Trail of Lights. I thought Bennett was going to be like really good because every year he has been so far, but he was like really just kind of not about it. He didn't like cry. He just like tried to like get off Santa's lap, but it was with Avery and Reagan, and they were like perfect angels through the whole thing. We were thinking that Reagan was going to cry because she has like stranger danger right now. Even when she looks at like me, we're going to change that this coming week because she gonna get to hang out with me, a little alone time with Auntie Dra. So we're gonna switch that up. And then above that, I wanted to put in that we went to the Trail of Lights, of course, which was our first time going, even though we've been here for forever, and it is so nice. I definitely would go again. And having all the pretty lights. These are from the holiday bucket list. And then above that, Emily, I know you're watching. I wanted to put in that I wanted to kill Emily for about 30 seconds. She's lucky I was in a good mood. And she's actually lucky that she like realized what happened the day she did, because if not, I probably would have killed her. Ish. You know. Emily, you know. And that's also from the bundle, but it's all resolved. It's just a pain in my butt. Emily, you're lucky I love you. On Friday, Bubba woke up with croup. He had croup before, so it's not like really that big of a deal. But I didn't know if like his immune system would be down. We were supposed to leave this day, so I was kind of just assuming that Nick was gonna go without me. So he woke up with croup, so I wanted to put that in because, you know, super fun. I'm gonna use a fancy label for that. Croup is just kind of like, I don't really know like what it is, but pretty much like how you know your kid has croup is they wake up between like 12 and 4 a.m. with like a really crazy like barking cough, and he was like a little warm. That's pretty much it. And he was just kind of like miserable as far as like not being able to sleep and stuff. So he woke up with that at like, dude, I don't think I slept much like any of these days, let's be real. He woke up with that, and I was like, all right, well, Nick, you're just gonna go like home to Pennsylvania by yourself, and I'm gonna just take him to the doctor's in the morning. Obviously, I wasn't going, unless he's like running a crazy fever, I'm not taking him to the emergency room or like something crazy's happening, just because like I knew it was croup, and because he's had it before, and I can wait till 9 a.m. So he was up from like 2 to like 5, I think, and then he finally fell asleep, and then he probably would have slept for a really long time, but we had to wake him up to go to the doctor's. So then we took him to the doctor's. This is gonna be like a little bit long because it's like a thing. So we took him to the doctor's. I'm gonna go ahead and use a whatever label thing here. Took him to the doctor's. We got a little paper milk sticker, and we got a little Bennett's Dr. Payment custom script thing that I have. And the doctor was like, oh yeah, he has croup. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I figured. And she was like, yada, 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 yada. You can either not do anything, because that's what we did when we were in Vancouver, because I didn't want to take him to a random doctor. I could have, but it's just, I feel like sometimes they get sicker whenever you take them to like a doctor, especially because we would have to go to like some kind of like emergency care, rather than like for croup, you can just kind of like wait it out, fluids, yada, 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 all the things. So I was like, yeah, we were supposed to leave today, and Nick like went with us. Leave today, he drove separately because he had to go to the airport. Leave today to go to Pennsylvania, but we're just gonna stay home. And she's like, why? And I was like, because he has croup. And she's like, so what? And I was like, oh, okay. Well, usually doctors like run on the air of caution. So if you're not really thinking that that's really a concern, then I guess we're going. So I don't really know if you guys know Austin, but I live way above the river. The airport's way below the river, and Bennett's doctor's office is way below the river. We go way below the river because we really like that doctor's office. So Nick took Bennett to the airport. He actually waited to get the shot, just because we were there. We had to get the shot, and they had to wait and see if there was an allergic reaction. And while they did that, and then they went from a doctor's appointment right to the airport, I went all the way home, speed packed. I was sweating, called Ryan, who was thankfully on his way to work. I could have took an Uber, but it's just easier. Ryan drove me down to the airport. Actually, we all made it there kind of at the same time, and Nick's parents too, but it was like crazy, 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 crazy. And then whenever I got to the airport, Nick was like, you know, I was thinking that like I should have had you like pack, and I was like, you know, I was thinking that too, like we should have packed and went to the doctor's office, and then like if she said no, then we could have just like, I could have just went home, but you know. So then I'm gonna put in the flight, which the flight was actually pretty good. He fell asleep during landing, which was like not super ideal, because I really rather would have him fell asleep in the car, because we flew into Philly rather than flying in directly to our hometown, just because it kind of like sometimes would work out better, but like didn't this time. And then I wanted to put in that we had a nightmare drive. We drove from Philly to our like hometown. Then it was a wreck. The drive back was amazing. I would do that 1,000 times over. But the drive home, I'm pretty sure everyone wanted to just jump out of the car. And then we went to McDonald's, which was like kind of like our only saving grace to any of it, was that Bennett wanted McDonald's. So we stopped at McDonald's, and that kept him entertained for about 20 minutes. So let's go ahead and put that in. So this is a Once More with Love sticker, Whimsical Cat Studio, Paper and Milk, my shop on the icons page. This is from Once More with Love, her food doodles. Finally got to Brie and Bruce's, and then went to sleep, and it was so cold because it's in Pennsylvania. Then in the morning we went and got breakfast takeout at the like a diner kind of that's like close-ish to Brie's house. So I went and got another one of those egg stickers out. Then after that we surprised the in-laws, like Nick's sister-in-law, well no, Nick's sister and Nick's brother. We surprised them by like coming to their like Christmas thing. So for that, we're gonna do a little Once More with Love. I feel like this is one of like the first stickers I've ever bought, like from her, the confetti ones. Surprise, there was tears, it was cute. And then after that, I wanted to put in that we just kind of like celebrated Christmas with everybody. We were there for hours, just kind of like hanging out. They haven't seen Bennett since his first birthday, and some haven't seen, well, at one of my niece. It's so weird because like I've known Nick's sister has 8 kids, and some of them I've known since they were like 6, and now they're like 20, which is just weird. Actually, yeah, that's just a lot. So it's not like they call me like Aunt Andrea or something. Like it's just like weird because they are my nieces and nephews, but like I feel like they're my pals, like my cousins almost. So anyways, but yeah, my niece hasn't actually seen him since his sippancy, which he was only a couple months old because she was like doing an internship during his first birthday. So that was cool too. And then also I don't even think Nick's brother had seen him since the sippancy either. So that was fun. They really loved seeing Bubba, and Bubba just like played. And one of his younger cousins that are like 4 tried to feed him dog food. So that's just what it is. Then on the way home, or back to Breeze. Bennett fell asleep in the car. So for that, I wanted to use, let me see, I'm really using a lot of fancy labels on this one. Let's just go ahead and use what I want to use. Okay, let's just use a squared off box actually. Like so. Roba's nap in the car. I'm just going to put in this little grin and bear it. Oh, no, 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 no. Not to do. And then underneath that, I'm going to put 2 little things. This is actually like pretty speedy. I'm only 21 minutes. That's not bad. Let's do a gray one for bath with Bubba. Actually, I'm going to, just kidding. Yeah, okay. I'm going to do a blue one for bath with Bubba. He was like, I don't think his leg hurt because where he got a shot, because I would like touch it at other times and he like didn't care. But for some reason, like taking off his pants for like 3 days was like such a struggle. Oh wait, I pulled out this ginormo bath sticker. I'm gonna cut it. So I feel like he had like a little bit of like remembering that he got a shot there and didn't want his pants taken off. So getting him like undressed for a bath was kind of like a wreck for days. And then also Nick went, so the reasoning of going home was like, we kind of killed 2 birds with 1 stone by doing Christmas with family, but also it was Nick's birthday, so I wanted to do something for him. So his friend, no, not, I guess like I didn't do anything, but I mean, I organized like as far as like coming home, his friends, they do LAN parties, which are, I guess, where they like play video games on their computers, which I feel like they all do that at home together. But I guess it's different whenever you're all in the same room for some reason. I don't know. But that's what they like to do. So he went over to his friend's house. So this is where it gets super fun. So Bennett was like fine. And then I don't know if it was like hanging out with all the cousins or whatever, but this kid woke up at like 2 o'clock with a fever. And I was like, is this real life? So for Bubba having a fever, I'm going to use a half box because it was a struggle. I felt so bad for him. I actually cried. I don't know if I've ever, actually I probably cried before over him having a fever. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in with a little sick wonton. It was sad. Woke up, and then also I wanted to put in that it was just like overall a really long night because I like didn't sleep then. I got him back to sleep, but I don't know. I just feel like if you've had a kid who is sick, you might have, know where I'm coming from with this. I just felt like, I don't know, I couldn't sleep. I don't know what I want to use. Maybe I'll use one of these actually. I don't mind putting this a little bit over this. For the long night, this is so cute. It's from like the Panda Eyes sheet from Once More with Love. Long night. So I just wanted, I like kept an eye on him because, I don't know, I just felt bad. I had to burp, sorry. I need more water. So I just like kept an eye on him. Even after he went to sleep, I just kind of like stayed up and just kept an eye on him. I don't know. But yeah, Nick was going to come home. He was still awake. But I was like, I think I have it under control. I was just like getting emotional for a second because I was just like, and I felt bad that he was sick. And then I wanted to put in that it was so dang cold because it was so dang cold. So for that, I'm going to use actually use a squared off box, kind of switch it up. So it was cold this whole weekend, but it was just like extra cold this day. So I wanted to mark that. So I got this little snowman sticker from Once More with Love. And then after, so Nick came home then, and then we took Bennett on a shopping spree in my like little like trip home to kind of get everything together. I was like bad mom and forgot to bring toys, and Brie doesn't have any toys at her house because baby isn't born yet. So we took him to the Dollar General, which was pretty close, and let him do a little shopping spree, and we got him like some Play-Doh, some coloring books. He wanted this little baby doll, and then this little like kitchen thing, and a couple of like little cars, which it was a lot, but like he didn't feel good, so I was like, I don't care. But I didn't think he knew the meaning of a shopping spree, but when that kid went in, he wanted everything, and he's never done that before, like any store, but it was just so funny to watch him do it. So then I wanted to put in down here that I did design then a little bit. Nick went to dinner with some of his friends. Initially, it was supposed to be like an all of us thing, like me, Bennett, Nick, and then his one friend who has a baby that's kind of like similar age to Bennett. But I obviously, we didn't know if Bennett was like sick or whatever. So I just stayed home and hung out with Bennett, with Bree and Bruce, which was fun. So I wanted to put in that I designed a little because I designed while Bruce and Bennett were putting together this like side table thing, which was really cute. Definitely took Bruce like 6 times longer to do it with Bennett, but I appreciated that like he did something with him because it was really, really cute, and Bennett really enjoys building things. And then after that, I wanted to put in that I just hung out with Bree and Bruce a little. I literally feel like I always hear things, and there's like no one here. It's late. I'm gonna put that in. And then underneath that, I just wanted to put in that we cuddled close because it was so cold when we went to bed. So let's grab one of these guys. I hope this fits. I don't know if it will actually. If it's good enough for me. So I got this little guy here. And then this is actually a Kirsten sticker from the Once More Love bundle in our shop. But I just thought for kind of like hanging out, this is cute. It kind of reminds me of Brie, for Brie had glasses. She's always bundled up. She's always cold. It's funny because whenever we were growing up, she would always, like when she'd come sleep over, because me and Brie have been friends since, we've known each other since the 7th grade. I actually hated her because she was really mean to me. I always tell her that. But then we became like really good friends in the 9th grade. So she'd always come over, and it was always really cold in my room because I loved it cold. And she would bring like her own blanket, her own like flannel pajamas. And then whenever I went to her house, she would always put on her, she had like a heated blanket, and I'd always be like, Brie, please don't turn it on. Like I can't sleep. And then like we would be going to bed, and like 30 minutes later, I feel my butt get hot, and I'm like, Brie! And she'd be like, what? All right, and then Wednesday I wanted to put this in with the boys. But yeah, so that's just funny because Bree's always cold. So that is everything for this week. I think it turned out really, really pretty. Again, this is the winter. Oops. As I was saying before my camera cut me off, I really love this spread. Again, it is Winter Moon. It is still in the shop if you want to pick it up. I think it's a really pretty just like winter kit as well, but you can always save it for next year. But I hope you guys like this week's Plan with me, and I'll talk to you guys in my next one.